Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I am doing a Jared Leto Joker inspired look, but I'm doing a female version, of course. It is Halloween time and I've done quite a few Harley Quinns. I wanted to do a Joker to go with her. So to get started, I am going to be blocking out my eyebrows. By doing this, I'm using a toxic-free washable glue stick, and I'm going to be pushing my hairs up. Basically, first off, just get the glue onto all the hairs, go back and forth, move it all around, get in there, and then use a brush or a spoolie and basically push those hairs straight up or in the direction that they grow. It looks super purple right now, but it dries clear. You'll see here in a second. And just do a few layers of the glue. I ended up probably doing about 3 different layers of the glue. You want to do this just to make sure that all the hairs are laying down. If some are not laying down, it's going to show through. I'm going to be taking this makeup sponge and I'm taking powder and I'm packing it onto the eyebrows. I did about 2 layers of powder. Blend it in with your finger, and then I'm taking both of these NYX concealers. I'm going to be using this dark kind of orange concealer to put onto the brows first. That way it creates kind of an orange effect and hides all those dark hairs. Blend it out a little bit with your finger, make sure there's no lines. And then I'm taking my everyday normal concealer and I'm putting that right on top. Even if it still looks a little bit orange, don't worry, because we're going to put foundation on top of this as well. Once you're done with the concealer, pack on some more powder. Prime your eyelids with some eyeshadow primer. And I'm going to be using my Morphe 35C palette as always. It's perfect for colorful looks, it's perfect for grungy looks, it's perfect for all looks. Today I'm going to be using these rose colored colors for transition colors first off. He's got kind of a red undertone around his eyes, so that's why I'm starting with these colors. Make it really messy. This is a grungy look. You do not have to make these shadows perfect by any means. And I'm doing it in kind of a cat eye shape because we are a girl, so I wanted to make it a little bit more feminine. Now I'm taking just a dark gray color and I'm going into my crease with that and up a little bit. You can bring this up to your brows. You can make this go past your brows. You can really do whatever you want. Make your own version. Honestly, that's what I did. Now I'm taking NYX Cosmetics black eyeshadow base. And I'm going to be applying this all over my lids. I'm also applying this in a cat eye shape, kind of. I'm going to be putting black shadow on top of it anyways, so it honestly doesn't matter too much. And this is where I'm applying the black shadow. Make sure you pack it all on top of that eyeshadow base first, and then start bringing it into your crease, extending it out as far as you'd like it to go. Bring it up to your brow, do whatever you want, and like I said, do it really messy. Take a big brush and swipe away all the fallout. Prime your face and then add your foundation. I'm using the NYX Cosmetics Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation in Creamy Neutral. It's a very pale color for me. If you don't have a super pale foundation or anything that's too white, you can just take a translucent powder or a white powder and put it on top. Now I am applying foundation with my finger on top of my brows. With a brush, I was just too scared that it might move the brows around, so that's why I'm using my finger to do this. Apply your concealer, blend it out, and put some powder on top of that. I usually only put pack powder underneath of my eyes, but I packed powder all over my face. That way I looked a little bit more white. And here I'm exaggerating my eyes just a little bit more. I'm bringing it up further there in the corner, making it a little messy. I wanted this to be a really dramatic look. I'm applying some red lip liner to my waterline. Be careful, make sure you're not allergic to red colors. This is a lip liner, not an eyeliner. And then I'm taking my NYX Cosmetics Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, and I am putting that on the outer parts of the waterline. I'm putting some of that smoky rose color underneath of my eyes, kind of to create some bags. And then I am smoking out that waterline very much. I'm making it super messy. Drag it down. Time for lashes. I'm curling my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be applying some mascara. We want our eyes to be as dark as we possibly can get them, so mascara is really going to help darken them up. And I am doing a female Joker, so we're going to be applying falsies today. The Joker does not wear false lashes, obviously, but we are a girl version. I just use my fingers to apply lashes, but use tweezers if that's easier and more comfortable for you. Now it's time to create that super deep cheekbone jaw he's got going on. It's really exaggerated and really deep. So I'm basically just taking a light gray and a cool brown, and I'm tracing out how I want the shape to be, and then I'm lightly tapping the color in there and going really slow and taking my time with this. I'm also taking a bigger brush and kind of blending out the harsh lines. Go back and forth with the grays and the browns until you get that shape. I used a reference picture for this, most definitely. He's also got a really skinny nose, so make sure that you contour your nose quite a bit. I used the same gray and cool brown that I used for my cheekbones. And you can bring that into your eye as well, but it'll just make the inner corners of your eyes look a little bit darker, which is totally fine. And I'm also contouring my temples quite a bit. I'm just using the cool brown. And definitely contour that jaw. He's got a sharp jaw. Now you don't have to do this part, but I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'm using the color Lucky Clover on my cheekbones and my nose and my Cupid's bow. He does not wear highlighter, but like I've said already, we're doing a female version, and I kind of wanted to glam it up just a little bit, so do it if you want. Now it's time to draw on the tattoos. I'm drawing on these with Mayron Paradise paints. They're black paint. First I'm doing the J, which is on the left side of his face. And then on the right side of his face, he's got a very faint star. Looks like he's probably had it tattooed on there forever. So just take all the paint off your brush and leave a little tiny bit on there and just use what's left to create the star. And then I also tapped it out a little bit. Now time to write damaged on your forehead. Make sure you do it backwards in the mirror. When I did this, it came out lopsided and too far to the right side of my face. So I ended up going back over it and redoing it. You'll see here at the end. Create some cracks on your eyes. He's got like 2 on the left side. And he's got a lot of scars. So we're going to be using the Makeup Forever Flash Palette. I'm just taking this red color, kind of pinkish red, and I'm creating a scar above and below my eye. I went a little farther past my bags. And I also created a few on some other areas, as you can see. And I put my wig on and styled my bangs so you can see my tattoo. And now we're creating the ha ha ha's all over his chest. I did not do the other tattoos. I just did those ones. You're more than welcome to do all of them though. Now we're doing the hand tattoo. Position your hand so it fits correctly. And it looks like you're actually like smiling when you put your hand up to your face. And this is a really messy tattoo. It almost looks like watercolors if you look at a reference picture. I ended up taking this whole thing off though and redoing it because it was too low on my hand. But I'm just basically tracing out all the teeth, painting them in white. I did a red outline of the lips, and then I'm going in and doing the teeth. And I'm also painting the gums pink, and I'm painting the inside of the mouth pink as well. And it's too low. You can see right there, it's way too low. It doesn't look like I'm actually smiling. So I took it off and redid it. There's the new version. Now it's time to shade it all. I'm first outlining the inner parts of the lips, and then I'm going in and outlining all the teeth. Do very thin lines, don't do thick lines. Like I said, it's okay if it's not perfect. This tattoo, like all of his tattoos, look kind of worn in. They look like jail or prison tattoos, honestly. They don't look perfect. So I'm just going in and outlining all the teeth. And as you can see right here, I didn't get it in the camera, but I created little curves on top of the bottom teeth. That way it looks like you're looking down onto the smile. If you look at a reference picture, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But just create some curves, not all the way on the top of the teeth, but just right below. And we're going to be shading those in to make them look dimensional and like they have depth. And just continue outlining all of them. Now it's time to shade. I'm just creating some like lines with black paint. Not perfect at all, pretty messy actually. And then I'm also taking some red paint and water, and I am just making the lips look really messy. It looks like watercolor in some pictures, so just kind of mess it up. And then I'm taking some black eyeshadow and I am shading in the rest of the mouth. I'm also going to be shading some of the teeth. And those curves that you created, shade on the inside or like the top of those curves. And then also just shade the teeth in general. You want the teeth to look kind of gray, not perfectly white. Use a reference picture for this part. I promise you it's so much easier. That's what I did the whole time. Yay! Now I'm just taking some red paint and I'm exaggerating those scars that I have on my face. And I'm taking some red shadow and definitely making the underneath of my eyes more intense. I also kind of exaggerated my brows a little bit with some black shadow. And here's the lips. This is what really brings the whole look together. I'm taking red shadow and I'm just kind of like outlining my lips, making it into a little bit of a smile. His lipstick is super messy, so this is why I'm doing the red first. The red shadow at least. And then I'm taking Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Outlaw. And I'm just going to fill in my lips as I normally would. And then I'm taking my red paintbrush and I'm really messing it up while it's wet still. And I'm just exaggerating in the corners of my mouth. I'm even taking some extra shadow if need be and I'm just really roughing it up. I don't want perfect lines. Like you don't want a perfect straight line on your lips. You want it all to look messy, kind of like watercolors, honestly. His lipstick looks like he's been wearing it for like days. Or he applies it with his fingers, I don't know. Then I'm taking that shadow and going back in and just defining that a little bit more. Now I'm creating a scar that he has on the top of his lip. I'm just using that red paint. And I'm also exaggerating my collarbones. I'm just using the same gray and cool brown that we use for our face. And I'm just really contouring my collarbones. And I'm going back in and contouring my jawline even more. He's got a super crazy jawline. Exaggerated my temples a little bit more. And that's basically it, guys. You can exaggerate everything on this look even more. You can make it as intense as you want to. I had so much fun creating this look. I tried to do this look before the movie came out, and I failed at it so bad. I hated it. It was not good. But I'm glad I retried it. Honestly, it's weird. I felt like super sexy in this look, which, I mean, Jared Leto Joker is, he's beautiful. So I guess I can see why. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you can use this on your boyfriend even. You can use it on yourself. Go with Harley. Do whatever you want to do. Tag me on Instagram if any of you guys recreate this look. Thank you guys for watching.